Welcome back to GM Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered with your boy Jay Skyline.
And James over here.
And you know what time it is. It's the first 10. We missed the last 2 days, so we got a big 10 this week. Bunch of news that's been hitting from the sports world and the entertainment world and Pittsburgh, as always. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I might be boycotting the Super Bowl this year.
That's a very far stretch. Even like it hasn't even like been week 2. Like I mean,
no, my team's undefeated, man. Technically, we have a bye week right now. Like I'm out here giving up on like, bro. For y'all that don't know, Maroon 5 is now the artist that will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Fuck y'all.
Know.
Like all y'all had to do was go ask Big Boy and Andre to chill together for 2 hours.
You think it would have been 2 hours? Would have been enough?
I mean, no, the halftime show itself was like 15 minutes. I'm saying like they had to be in like the stadium together for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, man. Y'all could have had Hey Y'all. Y'all could have had Ghetto Music, Miss Jackson. No, y'all want to have... The fuck does Maroon 5 do? Swinging Like Jagger, whatever the hell that song is?
Moves Like Jagger?
Yeah, they going to perform that shit. I hate songs that have, like, the name of people from, like, 20 years ago in it. Like, I wasn't even into the Marvin Gaye joint from Roscoe Dash and Big Sean.
Yeah.
So, if I'm mad that I said Roscoe Dash first, like, he wasn't just on the hook.
This is his track.
But yeah, how do you feel about Maroon 5?
No, I wasn't. They had a lot of options. You had a lot of like.
I'm not.
This
shocked.
is in Atlanta. This is the first thing. This is in Atlanta. This is not in the West Coast or whatever. Like this is. You had a lot of choices. I'd have been mad if
it was on the West Coast.
What? I
swear to God, they're taking another Super Bowl to San Francisco on E40. Don't get on the stage and be pissed off.
E40 on the stage.
He don't got to be the headliner, but somebody needs to bring that nigga on the stage to do it first. I feel that, like I said, Maroon 5 better go find Outkast right now. Actually, I know who's they're going to bring on stage. Future was on their last album, which is going to be terrible.
Future.
I don't know that now.
Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, Cardi B's on. Okay, all right, I'm kind of cool now.
Kendrick do?
Kendrick ain't doing it. Kendrick is like on that Colin Kaepernick. I don't think he'd show up. He might even tell them yes and just not show up.
Aw, damn.
Pull DMX on him real quick. On other good news, my bad if y'all saw that stirring face, Big Ben Roethlisberger's back in the news for y'all Pittsburgh folk. And for you guys that like Donald Trump, y'all need to stop watching out. I'm surprised y'all kept on watching when the black people showed up. Donald Trump's ex-mistress, Stormy Daniels, dropped a book today talking about her exploits and basically all the dick she has taken and over her time. For all y'all that read the Superhead book, it's the white version of the Superhead book. Like, it's what it is. My mom, we all read that. Let's keep it real. So at some point in the book, she gets into a story about how she was at a party with Trump and Ben Roethlisberger was there. And I guess Trump said to Ben to take her to her room, which I think in code is go fuck her in her room. And Ben was like, cool, but nobody ever like gave her the wink. So Ben took her to her room. He was like, can I get a kiss? And I'm saying all this in the idea that I actually believe this woman. Like, I don't think she's lying about this one. Because she said Ben asked for a kiss. She said no. And she tried to go into her room, and then Ben like tried to stop her from going in her room, but then she closed the door. Then apparently he stood out there knocking on her door for 10 minutes, trying to get her to come back out. Ben, and I don't know what year this was. I'm assuming this happened before he was a president, so this might be back when you was doing this shit on the regular. This ain't a good look, man. Not with Bell, not on the field, and you trying to act like Brown is causing problems. And you still out here trying to... Am I the only one that doesn't think Stormy Daniels is that attractive?
She's not. I never said... Who else said that she was?
I mean, I'm assuming whoever's watching these porno videos, because she got hits.
She got hits because she gets hit.
All right, that's the pun of the day there, folks, just to let y'all know. So, but no, man, this is like a whole thing with Ben Roethlisberger. Like, the only issue we've ever had outside of with the bike accident, which I am the only person that actually gives Ben a pass for the bike accident. Like, I don't know, man. Just because you're a sports player doesn't mean your whole life should be bubble boy outside of the stadium. Now, you got to be a little more careful about the shit you do, but I don't blame him for having a bike. I'm sorry. But I do blame you for out here trying to fondle every woman that apparently doesn't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm. Ben needs a chill. I don't know when it is before or after the kids, but...
I'm assuming this happened before the kids. I hope, because we about to watch him get divorced in public.
Yeah, we're about to see
that. He went home. She's like, when this happened, I'm like, it's like, I let that slide with the other bitches that you tried to do whatever you did to in Vegas. I don't know if I could let this slide. In other Pennsylvania news, I got to check out what side of Pennsylvania because I hope to God he ain't here. Are y'all ready for Dog, the bounty hunter? Apparently, a Ohio manhunt for a fugitive named Sean Christie, who I think I've seen this man. Whatever this man did, I actually think I've read about it already. Oh no, he threatened Donald Trump on social media or something, so they're looking for him. Apparently, they brought in Dog the bounty hunter, the expert.
Oh, for real?
I'm dead ass serious. This is on news channels and shit. This ain't just me like finding it. Like, bro.
We don't.
First thing, the Dog is one of the first people that I saw with them like air out racist videos where I'm like, yo, he's racist as shit. And I didn't notice. Secondly, like he's like 80 years old. What the hell y'all gonna do with Dog and Beth's big ass titties?
I just don't even know how they even. I just didn't think that was like a real show. I didn't think they were really catching people.
They really catch people.
I know. That's the thing. Is like. And you think they're really going to be catching people now?
If they brought him in for a real manhunt case, which I'm shocked about,
yeah.
Because I'd be mad as shit if I was the police that are supposed to be doing this. He's like, yeah, we brought in Dog. What the fuck do you mean you brought in Dog? Like, that would have been what I said. It's like, I don't need that racist motherfucker. Tell nobody to, like, remember, that's why they took the show to Hawaii. He lost his license in whatever state they had the show in originally, so they had to go to Hawaii.
Oh, and go to Hawaii and take down, what, tourists?
Basically. So, hey, man, that's the life you live when you threaten Trump, and apparently Dog the Bounty Hunter doesn't have anything else to do with his life. So, also, Snoop Dogg says, fuck you to Kanye.
You know, he just put out a track recently.
Who?
Snoop. It was like September 2nd or something, and it was with Method Man, Ghostface Killer or something.
Man, the hard part about hearing that is that song's probably really dope. And then next week, I'm going to find a song with Katy Perry featuring Snoop. And I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, this is what he's really doing now. So, but no, Snoop Dogg was going on a rant on a radio show. I think it was Sirius XM Radio. I think it was probably Big Boy and them on the West Coast. And he was talking about Trump and going on a rant about fuck anybody that rocks with Trump. And the radio host, who I think baited Snoop into this low-key, threw in a quick, what about Kanye? And he's like, fuck Kanye, too. And I'm like, oh. To all credit, yes, I'm a Kanye fan, but Snoop will still give Kanye bars. Just letting you know that now.
Yeah, Kanye. Yeah, I don't know. Snoop.
The thing is, Snoop is the only dude that can give you subpar lyrics, but his flow and style will still body you with just that.
Yeah.
His flow and style will body you. Like his demeanor and how he raps. Like he could be rapping about killing you, and it's gonna sound so smooth and so calm. Like, that's the issue. I'm telling niggas, don't go after Snoop. It's not worth it. If he feels like rapping, it's not worth it. If he wants to do this on social media, you might be able to get him. In other news, I think this was a couple nights ago. Yeah, I think Monday or Tuesday, Major League Baseball had their, Blind Awareness Night. And the Baltimore Orioles were the first team in Major League history to wear Braille uniforms. All the words on the uniform were in Braille, like the Baltimore and the names on the back were in Braille.
That's that's pretty dope. But how are you supposed to fucking read it?
Oh no! I bet,
is it divoted? Because it doesn't look like it's not like raised up or whatever.
You can feel the plastic and the difference between the. I'm just saying, James. I'm not here to make the point.
Come on.
If I was an Orioles fan, I'd get one.
What?
If I was an Orioles fan, I'd get one.
I mean, yeah, but it's like. Come on. How many blind...
Check it out on the website.
...fans are there out there? I mean, I hate to say this.
Oh, no, well, you'd be shocked, man.
You could be like, hey, I listened to the radio. I've been listening to 1932, listen to the,
I've seen blind people go to Huntsville. It's weird, but I've seen it.
I don't know.
I'm not spending that much money for something I can't see.
Yeah.
Even though you've never seen the money, so you don't know what it's probably worth. Also...
What?
Shout out to Jay Biggs in the background. No, I'm with. Yeah, baseball would probably be the worst sport to be blind for. Like with football, you could hear some shit. With basketball, you could hear the squeaks and shit, and the ball go through the net.
Yeah.
I kind of think you could hear some more shit in hockey. But baseball, all you gonna hear is swoosh, missing and cracks of the bat, and umpires yelling at people. The most exciting thing for a blind person is when the manager comes out and starts yelling at us.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can hear this. In other news, for all y'all gamers like me and my buddy here to the left, Sony is going to drop a $100 PlayStation Classic with 20 preloaded games. Y'all did this too early. We just started getting the Sega Genesis and all the other ones that they just dropped like last year. Nigga, this game console's only like 25 years old. And y'all trying to do stuff that game consoles that are 40 years old have been doing. So I'm not buying a PlayStation 1 for $100.
But it's not too bad. You got, I think it was 20 to 40 preloaded games.
20. Shit, if it's not like Gold, well, no. What was the play? I'm thinking of Nintendo for a second. If it ain't like every Crash Bandicoot, Splinter Cells and shit like that.
Why wouldn't it?
I'm just saying, that's what I need. In the beef world of rap, I have not listened to these songs. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on because I'm not listening to the first one at all.
Come on, no, don't know.
Apparently, Bizarre, formerly of D12, has come out with a diss track to Joe Budden and Jay Electronic called Love Tap. I have not listened to it. The cover art is of Joe Budden with a scope on him, and he's wearing a hairnet like Bizarre used to wear. And apparently Yellow Wolf dropped a diss track too. I'm probably going to go listen to the Yellow Wolf track at some point. But the fact that Bizarre took his, what the fuck is Bizarre doing? Like, you dropped the first thing, I hope to God you get the smoke you want from Joe Budden, because, I mean, you ain't going to get, like, Jay Electronica ain't going to write. He'll write you and diss you in 15 years. But Joe Budden, yo, I'm so mad about Jay Electronica trying to get big with Eminem and Royce the 5'9". Like, nigga, you don't drop music. To me, you are not a rapper. Like,
he just dropped music, I thought, over the summer.
Okay, we'll see you in 3 years. Like, me and Malachi have conversations about artists we personally know that don't make music. I lump Jay Electronica into that group. And those dudes do drop a song like once a year. So, like, I can still lump Jay Electronica into that group. Like, dude, you dropped Exhibit C, or was it Exhibit C or Exhibit A? And you just, like, kept it moving. Never was like, yeah, I got this, I'll tour off of this for the rest of my life. You like VIC with the fucking Wobble song.
Damn.
VIC is still touring off that shit. Fat girls everywhere love it. The biggest news, I got this story from Grandma's very own Booney the Kid. He asked some questions the other day about basically what it just came out. I'm not reading this whole thing for word, but he basically came out with the idea that I was a kid, grew up, I saw Bert and Ernie, saw them sleeping in the same bed, never thought of anything of it. At some point in the recent days, it came out and announced that Bert and Ernie, the writers of the show announced that Bert and Ernie are gay. Mm-hmm. The people that run this network came back out and said no. I believe the writers, y'all. Like, what the fuck?
The writers, yeah, he said it was his life.
Yeah, he said
like
it was his life.
Him and his partner. So it's like, well.
Bet any money at like 3 months, Bert and Ernie don't live in the same crib.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm moving out of town. Like, I'm moving up the street. It's like.
So, but no, man, I don't really care. I've never cared. I've known since the day when I figured out what gay was, pretty quick after that, I understood that Bert and Ernie were gay. It wasn't something we ever had to have a conversation about. I'm really weirded out that this conversation's happening today. Like, it's 2018 and y'all worried about Bert and Ernie being gay or not.
Could be something. I don't know. Bert and Ernie, that's fine. That's fine if they're gay. You know, it wasn't an issue. You know.
That too. No, man. Hey, man, they taking these Muppet movies pretty far. My thing is everybody's mad. That's the point. Like, if they're just puppets, everybody's mad. Oh yeah, that's gonna flop.
What puppy? What?
It's like the new Muppets movie with McCarthy or Jenna, whatever that heavyset woman that does.
Melissa McCarthy.
It's like explicit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious, though.
Oh.
Oh no, I do like what they've done recently with the Muppets. They basically made the Muppets age with their demographic. I think they figured out with technology that kids weren't gonna watch the Muppets like we did.
Yeah.
So just age them with us and let them start swearing. But nah, bro. Like, I don't care that they're gay. It's not making me, like, my son's 7, so he's not watching Sesame Street now. So if I ever have another child, I'm not gonna make them not watch Sesame Street. I make my child not watch Kyle Yu because I think the little motherfucker's a demon. But
what?
Kyle Yu puts, like, there's shows that I think kids shouldn't watch because the whole show is basically the kid whining and crying the whole show and then getting what he wants at the end. That's Kyle Yu.
Kyle Yu. Oh.
Like,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's Kyle Yu. I had to figure that out one day. I'm like, yo, all this kid does is cry and whine all episode, and at the very end, something good happens. It's like, that ain't gonna be you. Stop watching bald-headed kid that I think has cancer.
Yo, get the fuck out.
I had to bring that up to, like, my mom one day. I'm like, I think Kyle Yu has cancer. She's like, why? It's like, that kid's straight bald.
The Bert and Ernie thing wasn't really a surprise. I was more upset about Elmo finding out that Elmo was a fucking, like, closet perv.
If you're, Jay Biggs said he was more mad about Elmo being a closet perv. If you're mad about that, the dude that used to play Barney is apparently, like, directing pornos now. You actually,
Yeah.
no, you're right. It does make sense because he was out here being a furry for half his life anyway. So yeah, no, man. Like I said, it's real out here, man. Like I said, I personally don't care.
Damn.
Oh no, we still keeping it going. Also, we got some Treyway news. If people that don't know, Treyway is the label that claims Tekashi 6ix9ine. Everybody gets mad because I just call him 69. So we got a new signee, one-hit wonder, Fetty Wap signs to Treyway Entertainment. I don't know.
Fetty Wap, what is he gonna do? What trap?
He's gonna make them come his way. That's every fucking song. He doesn't have a different flow.
No,
like-
he don't.
Like I actually thought he was gonna blow after Trap Queen.
I
Like,
thought he
had a
was.
chance. Then like more songs came out. I'm like, bro, you only know how to rap like this. Like you hit with Trap Queen, so you're just gonna rap and extend words for the rest of your life. It's not singing; he's just extending words.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's happened. Also, like I said, we had a lot of backup news. So if this ran late, I'm sorry. Ninja becomes the first professional gamer to appear on the cover of ESPN magazine. If you don't know, Ninja is the video game player who's been making money off playing like Fortnite, Call of Duty. He was the one that all the rappers were getting into, and the one that has beef with Drake right now, because apparently Drake was apparently he beat Drake in a game, and Drake was supposed to give him like $100,000, and he never got it.
What was that? He's like, I beat you in 2K. Like,
My thing is, don't play Ninja for money. Like, he's a professional gamer. No matter how hard you guys think, like, I think I'm dope at Madden.
yeah, no, you think you are, but this is a professional gamer.
This is somebody who only does. Remember the Minecraft episode of South Park for the people that watch South Park? It's that. Except he's skinny and he isn't like overweight in the chair like Cartman and the kids were. Like, this nigga's still skinny as fuck. I don't know how he pulls that off. So yeah, nah, man, I can't handle for that. Also, Mac Miller will be buried at the cemetery from the Nike on My Feet video over in Homewood. They said his parents were picking out plots a few days ago. So that's cool. I'm just letting y'all know that's the update. Real quick, we got the NFL power rankings of this week. And,
I'm so excited.
Number 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 9, the New Orleans Saints. Number 8, the Atlanta Falcons. Number 7, the Green Bay Packers. Number 6, the Minnesota Vikings. Timeout. Just to let y'all know. Y'all should be happy y'all still number 10. Y'all ain't win a game.
I know, somehow we 10. I don't even know. I don't even know how we there.
And there's teams that have won that are behind y'all.
Yeah,
Number 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 4, the New England Patriots. Number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, the Jacksonville Jaguars minus Blake Bortles. If they count up Blake Bortles, they'd be like 6.
I'll get out of here.
And number 1, the Los Angeles Rams. I just had to take that in.
I just literally watched this man just breathing and just taking the glory of just being week 2 winners. Like, chill the fuck out.
All right, man, you be doing the same thing if all your teams weren't 0-1 or, yeah, all your teams were like 0-2.
I have actually the Miami Dolphins, number 1 in the AFC East.
They 2-0?
2-0.
I'm going to need research. I can't believe Ryan Tannehill got a team at 2-0.
I think like the whole state of Florida is 2-0, isn't it?
Yeah, Jacksonville won. Jacksonville's not as surprising. Again, I don't like Blake Bortles. I have no issue with the Jacksonville team.
And Tampa Bay's 2-0. They're holding that division down too.
So, y'all know us. This is the last episode of the week before we get into our big stuff. So we're gonna drop our prediction for tonight because the game's starting in like seconds. So Jets at Browns. Browns get to wear their color rush uniforms for the first race.
Maybe they get this win.
I think the Browns get the win. First thing, I look at the Jets
Yeah.
as badly as I look at the Browns as an organization. So it's not like I think the Jets are much better as an organization.
See, I feel like this is what I say. I feel like the receivers and running backs on the Jets are better than the receivers and running backs on the Browns. The quarterback situation on the Browns is better than the quarterback situations on the Jets. I think defensively for the Browns, I think secondary is pretty decent. I think it maybe even be pretty good.
The line's better. They still got Miles Garrett.
So, I mean, like, I don't know about the Jets' defense. I mean, they're pretty good, too. So
I mean, they beat the Lions, who the Lions are terrible.
They're terrible, but...
And then they lost to somebody this week that I just don't know if they really should have lost. But, no, man, my thing is to me, the Browns could be 2-0. Like, the Browns legitimately could be 2-0. It'd be real close 2-0. Like, they would have won these games by, like, 2 and 3 points apiece. But they could be 2-0.
Okay.
They're 0-1-1. They lost by 3 points in the other game.
Yeah. They should have won that.
Oh, no, the Saints game should have been guaranteed.
They said that the kicker, his leg was, like, hurt or injured.
Man, they put him on a plane back to wherever he came from as soon as they finish the game.
Fuck at it.
Yeah,
He missed,
You
like,
missed
three or
3 field
four.
goals in a dome, man. I don't care what's wrong with you. Either you need to tell the team you can't kick.
He has
If you're
sore
that
leg.
hurt, you need to tell the team you can't kick.
has sore
You're gonna
leg.
get fired if you miss 3 field goals in a dome. There's no like you can miss 3 field goals on Heinz Field. Our weather's fucked.
Yeah.
But the dome is a dome is a dome, bro. Like you're getting
They
fired.
were tunneling wind. They're shooting wind from the sides.
They had like the big industrial fans on the side of the field.
They were tunneling the noise and the fans.
But nah, man, like I'm sorry. Like I knew as soon as the game, man, I told you I'm in a group chat with a bunch of people from Cleveland because I do a fantasy feed with people, a league from Cleveland, bro. If you ever seen the swing of emotions from yeah, look how they going, we're killing them to get killed. It's basically kill the kicker. Like you didn't want to come back to Cleveland, dude. They was gonna amputate your leg. So let's keep it 100 on that. You got anything real quick before I find my next story? Because I had like 2 more stories.
I don't know. I think today we were still talking about who the predictions. I think the
I said Browns.
but I think it might be like a close game. I think it's
Oh, no,
like
the
the
Brown-
way the Browns have been playing.
The Browns have proven they can't get ahead of people at all.
But they won't lose that badly. It looks like. I mean, as
Well, the
of
good
right
thing
now.
is the Jets have a rookie quarterback, so he'll make some mistakes, as we think he will. I think it'll be close still. Yeah, I think it's going to be close, mid-range in scoring. I'm going 21-17 Browns.
21-17.
I think the Jets are going to try to make a last-ditch drive down the field and just not make it. Because they won't be able to kick a field goal with that score.
Yeah.
So, before we get into the last games, I want to let y'all know something real quick.
Well, how do you feel about Le'Veon Bell before we?
Oh, you want to know about Le'Veon Bell? I'll tell you how I feel about Le'Veon Bell. He's not coming back. like to me, the Steelers did the right thing. They took him off the roster on spot and all that. Yeah, he's not coming back. First thing, the second the offensive lineman decided to say fuck Le'Veon Bell, he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Well, again, y'all watched the new Longest Yard with Adam Sandler a few years ago? I'm not going to get left like him in the third quarter when they all just decided to let him get hit. Remember that
Yeah.
point where they all stood up and the niggas ran by him? That's Le'Veon Bell right now. Your first play is stand up and let him get hit. Now they'll block for you after that, but the very first play is stand up, let him get hit. Don't tell the other defensive lineman, don't even touch me, bro. Like, I'm going to move out your way.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be, and I'm not down. If I was Le'Veon Bell, I'm not here for that. Just because y'all in your feelings. Most of them niggas on the offensive line already got their money. They do. Offensive linemen get paid more than the running back.
Yeah.
That's the thing y'all forget. Offensive linemen are some of the highest paid players in the NFL. So for them to come out and be like, oh, you need to man up, bro, especially if you're the left tackle. Left tackles are the second highest paid players behind quarterbacks because they protect the quarterback. Blindside. That's why they named the movie Blindside. Like, what do you think they made a movie about the fucking offensive lineman for? It's the offensive lineman that protects the quarterback.
You're kidding. Well, how do you feel about him dropping now like an album? So he had a mixtape.
He ain't got nothing better to do. He's not coming back until week 10. That's November.
Will he come back in week 10?
He has to if he wants to get his money and accrue a season. Really, the only reason he's coming back in week 10 is to prove that he played an NFL season before he could be a free agent next year. Now, I'm telling y'all now, and I've been saying this for a minute, the Steelers need to trade him and just get what y'all can.
No, what if they don't let him play?
Who?
Steelers.
Like, he'll still get his money. That's the thing. He's reporting.
Yeah.
The Steelers can tell him to go home, but as long as he reports, he gets paid.
What they're like, Jordan, lock the doors. Don't let him in. He can't report if he can't get in.
I don't know about that. That's a shady. I mean, you can do that if you want, but I'm sure there's going to be some proof. On the other news of the Steeler front, apparently Antonio Brown has been disciplined for whatever happened the last few days. I'm still on Antonio Brown's side, though. Like, hey, man, again, this isn't y'all. The news keeps on putting this out there as the guy that made that comment was just a regular fan. That is a former employee of the Steelers. Meaning, this is somebody that, and it's a former employee that I think dealt with like social media a little bit or some type of media relations.
Yeah.
So this is somebody that Antonio Brown had to deal with at some point, and I bet to Antonio Brown's face, acted like Antonio Brown was the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Bet any money. All y'all do that shit. Man, y'all motherfuckers that are out here right now cussing out Mike Tomlin saying he needs to be fired. You see him on the street right now, you gonna kiss his ass.
Yo, get out of here.
Swear to God. Or you gonna think he's like that dude from the ER show. He's one or the other. Or is it whoever Mackay Fife?
What?
Isn't the dude that the actor that he knows what I'm talking about. You gotta get your black actor game up. But no, man, like that's how I feel about this, man. Antonio Brown saw a tweet from somebody that he had a personal relationship with and thought that they was cool, and then found out they wasn't cool. And I'm like, nah, man, fuck you. And again, it's a two-way street. I don't think the Steelers would be. I don't think Ben would be any good without Antonio Brown at this point, anyway. Like
You think Juju? You don't think Juju and who else is there?
Antonio Brown makes Juju Smith and Jesse James get open.
Who's the other? Who's that third receiver?
I just look at Jesse
Darius
James.
Hayward bait.
Let's say Jesse James is the third receiver to me. He's technically
Yeah.
the second one, but like that's how Ben rolls.
Yeah.
So more on this Pittsburgh news. I got to talk about this because y'all have seen some of our
Gosh.
videos. The other day there was a Bellevue shooting of a man who brought the wrong beer. 2 men charged. If any of y'all remember some of our videos from like 6 months ago or seen some of our posts on Instagram, you would have noticed a young gentleman named Musa Moye in those videos. Apparently, he is allegedly the murderer in this case. I would like to make it very clear for the Grind Mode fans across the planet, we are not affiliated with him. He was let go from the company about 3 or 4 months ago. We have not had any contact with the boy. I can't say we were trying to get him down the right path and things just didn't work out with how our arrangement went. And I'm going to pull a Pittsburgh mayor for a second because niggas keep on acting like this is a Pittsburgh issue. He's from Seattle. Like, I just want to keep that real because everybody's like, oh, man, this is what Pittsburgh like. No, yeah, this is a transplant. I take a word from Malachi. So I just want to keep that real. I hope the boy's family's cool because I know his mom was cool. I remember one time his mom was trying to get a hold of him and she reached out to us. His mom was a nice lady. I feel bad for the family, but I don't know. I just want to make sure that people know that Grind Mode is a cosign and none of this. To keep be for home. Totally honest. You got anything to say, James?
You know what? No.
Really? No comment?
You know, sometimes, you know, you've got nothing nice to say. That's all. That's all you gotta. That's. I'm sorry.
No. I was about to shout out the event that I'm going to on Saturday, but I didn't know if it was on the wall or not yet. So that was my fault for anybody just watch me look up like that crazy lady in the memes. Give me 1 second. I know what it's called. It's called the Trap Raiser. It's a fundraiser event.
Yep.
It's basically a medley show of like a ton of the best artists in Pittsburgh. Anybody from Jay Biggs to Mizzle to Vlad the Guru, Ghost is Money. We got all of them coming out. Grind Mode's donating a DJ that night. The weirdest thing, the DJ is happy. It's just a weird idea to think like we donating this person to y'all for tonight.
Wait.
Well, do I get a choice?
Wait, who?
No, Mizzle. Is it Mizzle DJ?
Wait.
No, put Juggernaut. JPad the Juggernaut. Yeah.
JPad the Juggernaut.
We'll be out there. Why can't
Okay.
I find my events on my Facebook shit? There we go. Oh, it was right there. So yeah, the Trap Raiser. I know it's down on Penn Ave. I'm trying to get the name of the studio for y'all real quick. It's from the Dreams of Music Foundation, Level Up Studios. Level Up Studios on Penn Avenue, 4836 Penn Avenue, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15224.
Get it.
0.9 miles away from the Grind Mode Worldwide Radio headquarters. Got that all for y'all. But yeah, man, I can't run down the entire list of the artists. It's a big ass
I
list.
think you could.
You run it down. We got another half an hour for you.
I can't even read it.
Okay? You can't even do that for. Oh yeah. Yeah. Here you go.
All right.
It's all the artists right there. And James about to let you know all the artists that are coming out.
Easy does it 412. Young Karak. Vic Venom. Ghost is Money. Pep Kavitz. UPT Mizzle. Scarbelly 5K. Too High ANT. Or Too High Ant. Odie SOS. Bruce Ruger. Pretty Chrissy. And Dude with the Hawk. As always. Louis Legrand. Happy Swizzy. I Am Ugly Face. Just Jala Main. Get Finesse. Cherry Voss. YT Valley Entertainment. JPad. J Biggs. Shantae Rhines. Fac Marlowe. And Vlad the Guru. And that's...
I apologize to like the 3 or 4 artists that all invited me to this event and then had the audacity to ask Vlad the Guru what his event was on Saturday. Because Vlad the Guru posted he was back in town and said, hey man, does anybody want to come to the show? I'm like, yeah, let me know. I'm off on Saturday. He's like, bro, I sent you that invite through 2 months ago. And I was like, oh. So then I ended up meeting the people yesterday when I walked into the studio. So we will be there. Well, I will be there. I don't think James will be there. He has to go to a wedding.
I'll try.
It's at 7 p.m.
It's at 7. We'll see.
I'll be there. Malachi may be there. Not sure. I'll be there for sure. I'll be chilling out with Juggernaut and J Biggs. J Biggs better get niggas behind stage. I know that much.
This is done at 12, but we could request. Can we request a encore if like we missed it?
No, what the
Some
fuck type of, it's a
performances?
$10 concert, nigga. Nobody giving out encores. It's a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser, absolutely. This should be. I don't know.
He's mad now because he saw the lineup and he's like, this is kind of dope.
It's kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna miss a lot if I do. Like if it's damn.
Yeah, he's seeing us now like, wow, maybe this wedding isn't that important. I heard they don't have an open bar. Hey, I told y'all, man, I'm a grown-ass man. If y'all don't have an open bar, I ain't coming to your wedding.
You don't even drink like that.
Oh, no. If I have to come to your wedding, anybody's wedding, I'm drinking like that.
Now, how would you want if you were like, what if we did like weddings in Colorado or Washington and like, hey, like let's do
That's where I planned my wedding to be.
all weed,
Again, that's where my wedding is planning to be. If I ever get married, we are leaving this state. I'm letting
You
y'all
leave
know
the
that
state,
now.
okay?
And we could carpool a couple road trips or something, but we out. Pennsylvania don't let me do what I need to do for my wedding.
Hopefully, soon.
Either that or you can be mad as hell when I show up to your wedding. That's the other thing. If you really gonna be that upset that I ain't coming to your wedding, understand that there will be a cloud following me. I'm not here to watch people ruin their lives. I'm like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, okay.
So I got to cue this one up. We are about to attempt to give y'all the best segment of our show, Overly Unfiltered. So, like I said, we're going to give Malachi a little bit of time, so we're going to still here running with the talking a little bit. So James knows what we're about to show you guys. James, what would you describe the video we're about to show people?
Just another bus day. If you were on the 51, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, did you post that picture on the page?
No, I sent that in group chat. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it went viral. For all the people from Pittsburgh, does anybody know the homeboy that was riding the carrot the other day who was riding around with a fucking needle in his ear like it was a pencil? He had he had one of those needles from heroin like in his ear like it was a square.
Probably for insulin, but
No, fuck that lady that posted that. No, bro, you do not. I don't care if you, bro. It's 2018. You do not walk around with needles in your ear.
I'm saying it's probably was for insulin, but is being used for other reasons.
I'm saying it's being used for the spoon. Like he said. But let's get into it. Y'all know me, man. I am a transit nerd. Even I got my car, I still check out and see what's going on with the port authorities of the world. And I think the Metro of Los Angeles is going to be the one that gives us this gem coming up right now.
All right! Hey, take a deep. All right, now! Stop talking back to me!
So yeah, y'all saw the clips of the beginning of that clip.
God damn it! I'm talking back. Yes, you are! I'm trying.
Let's see. Y'all getting what's going on here. This man's lost his mind. Apparently the bus driver went postal, and the Caucasian woman wanted to, I don't know what this woman was trying to get from this, because again, I'm not saying the bus driver is right. I'm saying y'all need to let him know he's right at that time. She's over here, and you'll see the rest of the video in a second. She's over here trying to call the Metro police while she's on the bus on the dude that's driving the bus. That can at any moment be like, fuck it, I'm banging this hard left into this wall.
He says that she's not even holding on to anything. I thought. He could have just hit the little brake check.
First thing, that's me. I'm brake checking you. You're coming through the fucking windshield, bitch. That would have been me. Like, I don't need to damage the whole bus. I just need to break the windshield. But I'll give it to her this. She has the best balance I've ever seen anybody on a bus. And that's, I guess, because we in Pittsburgh, so every 4 feet is either a hill or a pothole.
Yeah.
She's in L.A. I don't know what L.A. standards of roads are. But in Pittsburgh, you can't stand on the bus like that without holding something.
Yeah. You got to be pretty agile or whatever.
Yeah. So I'll give her that. But no, bro, you can't be. To me, at the time, she's in the wrong. In the grand scheme of things, he's in the wrong.
Yeah.
But at that moment, if I'm on the bus with the rest of those people while he's flipping the fuck out, I'm getting up. I'm like, yo, I'm with him. You need to shut the fuck up or get off the bus.
It says 1:18 or something.
It's 1:14 a.m. Shut the fuck up or get off the bus.
I would have been like, I probably would have been coming back from like whatever. I'd be like, just shut the fuck up. I'm just trying to get the fuck home.
Like if that was us, that's a carrot to us.
Yeah, that's the carry. That's the 51. I'm like right now. I know I'm right now on South Side and trying to just Just like waiting everybody from all over to get off. Like, come on, let's get this.
Same thing for me. If I still had to catch a bus home that late at night, I'm catching a Carrick. And if this is happening, I'm assuming in like the flats.
The plan.
Oh boy, bro, man, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. That late at night, she might have physically been taken off the bus. Not saying I'd have hit her. I'm saying like I'd have had to at least get her off the bus. 1/4 is for me and going in Pittsburgh standards. That's the last Carrick.
Yeah.
There's no get off the bus and walk and go back to ball. When there's not even from Southside. That's not even walking to your crib. So, no, I'm with the woman until you get off the bus, and I'm like, woman, you need to call them and let him know what he's doing. So, but you ready to run the rest of it real quick? If not, y'all always know it's on the show. I mean, it's on the page. Everything we always talk about is on the page.
Yeah.
But
This video is just too wild. I mean, there's a couple of
Stop talking back to me! God damn it!
I'm not talking back.
Yes, you are!
I'm trying to.
Hurt my
that it? All right, that's cool. But y'all got the gist. Y'all heard that. Honest to God, it's like two videos. Y'all got the gist. Like, he lost his mind, and this woman is trying to talk to him.
He like parks. He's like, whoosh. He's like, all
Bro,
right,
you
fuck
see,
that.
I didn't see when first thing I didn't know those doors were that durable because he slammed the shit out that door.
Oh no, they slammed the shit out of those fucking doors. You never seen them slam them?
I don't make bus drivers mad,
Oh.
and like for one thing, I've only had a few instances where bus drivers are arguing with people, and that means I got to take my headphones off.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what's
everyone's like this. Yeah, everyone's like. Oh.
Like it's always one of those where it's like, or back when if I had earbuds, it just pause. I cheat with earbuds.
Oh, you keep them in.
I keep them in and just pause.
That is key to forgive me. I don't care if I don't even have anything. If I'm on the bus and I don't want something on, put the headphones.
You put them in.
Just you ain't got a bob or nothing.
Yeah.
Just put them on.
Yeah. Plug them in. Your phone could be dead. Yeah. You put it in your pocket. You listen to that pocket music. What?
But yeah, no, like, but yeah, man, everybody, y'all gonna watch that video and be like, no, the bus driver's wrong. Yes, the bus driver is fully wrong, but it's 1 a.m. in the morning and everybody wants to get home.
Yeah.
And I've been there. Actually, no, I've had one instance where the bus driver did have to argue with somebody and I was like on the second to last character to get home. And it's just like, bro, the bus driver might even be wrong. It's 1 a.m. I'm going home. And if I gotta sleep you and get you off this bus, we will do that.
Get the fuck.
Like that's my thing. Like the bus driver. Like honest to God, man, the bus driver would have to call you the N-word with the hard R for me to be ready to not go home. like the bus driver can say a lot of shit to you. It'd have to get like to the point where I am offended with you. But if I can't get mad with you, no, you got to get off the bus.
Or just shut the fuck up and sit down. That's it. And all would have been done.
He even said that like 3 times. He's like, just let me talk. I'm trying to vent. Like that's all he said is I'm trying to vent. Just shut the fuck up. And he's like, no. And I'm like,
You just making it worse. Just let the man vent. Let him do his job.
shout out to the one homeboy that jumped up when the bus driver jumped up because I think he thought the bus driver was going to put his hands on her. I'll give him the shining star of this video, even though he sat back down and had the weakest angle of like this to record you while you're sitting there. Like the guy that's really record. Oh, this whole video is angles. The one thing you did not get to see, please go watch the full video, is the man who records the video at one point points the camera back at himself. This boy has no hairline. Like the boy has the biggest forehead of all time. Then he has a high top.
It's like a Don King looking.
It's a bald high top. Like it's not even a fade. It's a bald high top. Like there's no fade to this. He balded it up to like somewhere to like here on his head, and it's offset. It's off centered. It's off center. It's an off centered bald high top. Didn't know you could do that. And it looks like he straightened it.
Why are you cutting up on this man?
Yo. Because you never had to turn the camera on yourself. This video was never about you. And at some point you're like,
I was here. I did this.
yeah, basically all you wanted to do was let people know you videotaped this fuckery. And now now everybody gets to know that you either have a hair piece or that's a hair from your ass that they glued on the top of your head. Because you look really bald except for that little high top fade or high top bald you got going on.
Calling that a high top?
Because there's no fade. There's no fade to this high top. It's literally like that shit just starts and ends like on the top of the head. It doesn't even go to the side. All I know is it is his real hair because it doesn't look like it's like on that Donald Trump trip. So, last thing real quick. It's the football weekend for us. We already told y'all we picking the Browns. We're going to give y'all some of the more important games of the Sunday slate real quick, and then we're going to head on out of here, y'all. But I think we had a good show for just basically random
You think
topics.
there's going to be another tie?
No, you wouldn't have been able to tell me there was going to be a tie last week until it happened.
No.
So the fact that at least it was two good teams that tied. This time.
these were.
I'm sorry, y'all, but until the Steelers show me that they can play defense, I'm worried. Like the offense to me is still fine, even without Bell. They're still scoring like 30, 40 points a game without Bell. The defense is the problem. If y'all can't see that, then y'all just gonna be mad at Le'Veon Bell forever. So let's get that schedule up here real quick, or not schedule this NFL schedule for the week real quick. I already know. Oh no, the Monday night game. We gotta wait for Monday for that. I almost caught myself ahead of myself. Fitzmagic against Steelers on Monday night in Tampa Bay. That's a big one. But let's see what we're only gonna do a couple games. I ain't running off the whole slate for y'all. Some of these games don't matter to us in this room. Hey, first game we got Packers at the R Words on Sunday 1 p.m. Who you got? Alex Smith against Aaron Rodgers. The battle of the first overall quarterbacks. Actually, my bad. They were drafted the same year, but Alex Smith was the first overall pick, and Aaron Rodgers was like the 11th pick.
I would probably say the Aaron Rodgers team. Come on. Come on, the Packers.
They just tied with the Vikings, though.
So, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers gets fucked up, then they lose. They lost.
Now, I need you to make a personal decision. It's the battle of your teams. The Oakland Las Vegas Raiders versus the Miami
Oakland
Dolphins.
Las Raiders. What? Oakland Las Raiders. Los Angeles. All right, who versus who?
Your Dolphins.
Who
Who you got? It's the 0-2 Raiders against the 2-0 Dolphins.
I'll have to keep the Dolphins, keep it rolling.
Well, that's shady. You don't want John Gruden to get this first
No,
W?
you know what? No. He got rid of Khalil Mack. And he's like,
Oh,
we
okay.
need to keep the pass rush. What do you mean? You got rid of your pass rusher. How do you... how can you say that?
I just wanted to make sure that we had everything on the same page for this one.
I would like them to win, but you can't have both teams win, so...
The big, we got the battle of the MVPs going on. Saints at the Falcons. The battle of the Mercedes Superdomes too, since both of their stadiums have the same names.
For real?
Yeah, the Superdome in Atlanta is sponsored by Mercedes, and the Dome the Dome in Atlanta is sponsored by Mercedes, and the Superdome is sponsored by Mercedes. You
That's
never
some
noticed that?
bullshit. No.
I mean, Mercedes can spend the money and put their names on whatever they want.
Yeah, they could do whatever, but...
So, we got those two teams playing against each other in Atlanta for the first of their two matchups of the season. Both teams, I think, are 1-1.
I think so, yeah.
So, who do you think is going to take the early? Both teams are second to Tampa Bay. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, Tampa is number one. You got everyone else, I think, is 1-1 and 1.
Yep.
I mean, 1-1.
Yeah. You're hoping that some teams
I
get
think,
1-1
I
and 1
guess-
this week.
I guess I would rather get the Falcons. I would like the Falcons to get this, but I think it might be this is going to be a Saints win.
I'm going with the Saints, but my hope is that both teams score 40 points.
Oh, get the fuck Alvin Kamara,
I
running back.
I have Alvin Kamara. I have Freeman somewhere. I have Telvin Coleman somewhere.
Freeman is out,
I
I
have
think.
Telvin Coleman starting because Freeman's out in some places.
Yeah, you fucking yeah.
So, no, this game is all about... And I got Drew Brees somewhere, too. This is my
Okay.
first year ever having Drew Brees, and this man ain't really playing that well.
No, he ain't. This is the worst time to have him.
I ain't trying to... Oh, wow. Wait, did you pick?
I said I would say I said Saints are gonna win. I said I want the Falcons to win though.
I'm going with the Saints because I actually think they're not that bad. And one of my friends is a Saints fan. I ain't got no friends that are Falcons fans, so I'm going with the Saints. 32...
You don't have no friends that are Falcons fans? I have a friend that's a Falcons fan.
That's a sad life.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, man. All they do is make it to Super Bowls and blow it. Damn. Once a decade.
Yeah.
Because they did it in the 90s, too. But yeah, no, 32-21. I think it's going to get a little wild.
Damn. Okay. They usually high hitters.
So I'm going to give you one more game before we get to the most important game. We got Bears at Cardinals. Bears with Khalil Mack. Cardinals, Sam Bradford. They're looking terrible.
Yeah, stop. Why you even? It's gonna be the Bears get this W. Come on.
Because I want to know how bad this is going to get.
It's gonna get pretty bad. Sam Bradford might. I lost. My bet was Sam Bradford was gonna make it out of week 1. He made it. It's already week 3.
He shouldn't be starting at this point.
He shouldn't be starting. Somehow he's still playing. Is he gonna die? He might. This might be Khalil Mack's just gives him the 1-2.
Also, I'll give you one more game before we get to that because I forgot about this. Patriots at the Lions. This is the Lions coach is the former defensive coordinator of the Patriots, so this is like his.
No, the Patriots gonna go up.
I know Bill Belichick has only lost one time to a former coach of his.
Who was that?
I would probably think maybe Josh McDaniels,
Okay.
and Josh McDaniels is on the staff now.
Yeah.
So, so after that, we got the battle for LA. The Chargers leave Orange County and actually come to the actual Los Angeles to play the Los Angeles Rams in the Coliseum. It's Phillip Rivers against Jared Goff, Melvin Gordon against Todd Gurley. What's the wide receiver's name that always gets hurt?
On what team?
The Chargers.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen versus Brandon Cooks.
And I think yours truly, Antonio Gates is still there, somehow still
Antonio
playing.
Gates is one of my favorite players in the NFL, and he put shade on him.
He's
The leading all-time touchdown catcher in tight ends. He's past and Gonzalez.
You're always injured. You're the worst fantasy player ever. Let's just keep it around.
Well, no.
Listen. Guess who I had? It was auto drafted. That fucking what's his fuck?
Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker had an auto draft on my team.
That boy's
I
out
threw
for
out
you.
all the shade this whole last year. Had to be auto drafted on my fucking team.
And I
And
was
you
out
know
for
what? He got fucking injured.
He's out for
because
the
he's a
year.
fucking bum.
Oh, yeah, getting hurt doesn't make you a bum.
He was. If you can't figure out a way to like properly heal yourself and get yourself into a shape that where you don't get injured like that, then-
Properly heal yourself?
yeah. If you
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of shade right there, but I get it.
like Java Best, you should stop. That's why when
No, that was different. David Best was getting hurt to the point that we really thought it was like, you might die.
yeah, that's why he's doing flag football with the American Flag Football League.
Was Java Best with them?
He was on the pros. Yeah. He didn't win though.
All right.
He
So
wasn't the best.
I believe that. Hey man, for the slick news before we go, how you feeling about all these Rolf memes?
I'm getting, you know what? They switched up Rolf way too quick. It started with like Rolf, then it was
Did you see
like
this
Rolf
one?
on Wendy's. Now it's like, yeah,
They
what is
fully
this?
they photoshopped him out of the original picture.
He just became.
Like they completely
And
removed
they
what
make
this
him
meme
like
was.
he's just unisex character at this point.
Like at first, I remember somebody posted like, "Y'all niggas need to go get graphic designing jobs. Like y'all have taken this too far. Y'all have changed his shade. Y'all have changed his eyebrows. Y'all giving him glasses.
fades,
Y'all gave him
like-
a fade. Yeah, some of them he got man buns in some of them. Like, I just wanted to get like this meme has gone really far. So I really wanted to see what your opinion was on this one.
There was like a collage of ones like, you know, whenever your chick gets like tied up or whatever, and then it was like every single different guy. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, please, it's just below. I'm posting it on the page right now because we're gonna talk about this. Did you see this? I'm posting it on the page for y'all to see it.
I'm seeing it now.
Y'all gonna stop putting grown ass people that are dead in chairs and shit while they're funerals.
Well, I mean, like,
Put me in a chair and I swear to God I'm haunting all y'all. Like I'm gonna make
this is
y'all
what he
kill us.
wanted. This is something he had to want. This is not something that you're like.
You don't get away with it.
Swear to God. Like,
When they can, you can let that one go. He's not one.
like this
He paid his lawyer. He didn't tell his wife like, I want this.
I will admit this is better than the last one we had where the dude was playing video games. Like they had him like propped up like he
No,
in
that
the
was
crib.
some. No, they should have never did that.
For sure don't have me like I'm in the crib. Because I ain't trying to be in my boxers at my funeral.
Yeah.
Like that one was way worse than this. At least I'll admit, they had this man looking really sharp.
Yeah.
They had him looking real sharp. Did you see
He looks
this one?
good.
But he's dead. Like, I need a casket. If y'all want to do something stupid for me, buy one of those caskets that plays music. I'll take that. It's still dumb as hell. Because they have caskets that'll play music to you when you're dead.
What? What do you? They open it up and it's like
No, there's
like one of those cards. Like.
No, there's speakers inside in the bed with you.
Oh wait, they put like a sub in there.
Yes.
And what?
Yes, and if you want to do that and you want to spend money really stupidly, do
Pimp my casket. What? Get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm
Let's say
dead. I want to
Barrett,
listen
let's say
to.
put the joint in the casket, put Crossroads on replay, and put me in the ground.
Is that what it is? That's what they're gonna do?
I can't think of a song off the top of my head that would be good to do this with, so I just went with Crossroads.
What are you gonna like? You plug in your like iPod, your speaker, just start.
Oh wow. No, No, it's supposed to be. Apparently, it's supposed to be Bluetooth. Like, I don't know what. At some point, you're right. The music has to stop at some point. The speaker will blow at some point. I don't know. Maybe the fucking casket.
That'd be
will light
fucking
on fire.
wild. No, that'd be fucking. You're walking. You're seeing your grandma. You know, it's like I'm just coming to visit, and then you hear this noise, like a freshly like.
Oh,
what the fuck is going
Never mind. I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of stories of people like they dig up bodies in other places because in other places in the world they aren't good at testing if people are really dead.
Yeah.
So they bury people alive a lot, and then you hear shit like that. Never mind, because they end up digging up bodies for shit.
Yeah, you'll be like, what's going on? It's like,
the Beatles joint, help. I want to see somebody help. We're gonna be fucking with people in the cemetery for the rest of our life.
that'll be funny.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be what it is. But no, man, for real, that if it was an overly unfiltered, like the pictures we were doing, that's it. Like y'all gotta stop. Don't do that to me. I swear to God, y'all will go to a movie director like yo. Okay, but yeah, no. I'm telling you, I'm haunting y'all. Y'all gonna commit suicide. It's gonna be a whole movie. Like I'm driving everybody out. I'm saying. Anybody that I believe could have stopped the idea that I was sitting in a chair instead of a casket or being cremated. If y'all really broke, I understand I might have to cremate me. I want a casket personally.
If you were, what would be your stand? Like, what would you have if, like, they set you up some way? If you had a choice.
Wait, if there was no choice, if there was no choice to be here.
It'd be this.
If there was no choice, I would want to be set up like this because this is probably the most dignified I look during the day.
Okay. It would not happen because we would not use that table or mic.
No, we wouldn't.
I'm just keeping it under. Like, there's no.
And I'm keeping it black.
Like, I don't have any interest in being set up how I set myself up in the crib because y'all either gonna catch me in my boxers, playing video games, or even worse. So, so we're not doing that. I don't like my job good enough for y'all to have me up in my work clothes. So, honestly, man, bury me with my Jerome Bettis jersey. Let's keep it real.
Jerome Bettis. Okay. Me? I don't know. I guess we'll have to dig a big enough hole because I'm going with my car. Just be like, just in my car.
Well, I've seen that before once. Like, I remember, like, somebody got in trouble because they really did bury somebody with a car.
Oh, for real?
And then, like, the city got mad about it. And so I guess it was like a zone. It was like a health issue that a car was buried underground. It was a sharp, too. It was like a convertible or something.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, no, but, like, you want to be buried with a Mazda 6?
Mazda 3.
Like I just want everybody to know what his car is because I'm like, it's not like it's like, yeah, I want to get buried with my Lambo. Like, all right. I mean, that's a little materialistic, but
if I had the money to buy another car, it would be the El Camino. So that would be the preferred car to get buried in.
See, that's wasting a good El Camino. There ain't enough good El Caminos on the road just to bury them.
No, fuck that. This is mine. I'm going with it. I'm going down. This is the whole point.
Like I said, just bury me with my Rams gear.
Okay.
With a picture of my child, and I'm good.
All right.
That's all I need. If y'all gonna set me up on a chair, be something like this. Go buy another microphone. Don't use the microphone that Malachi and them is using. And honestly, like, put it like this, man. We've been doing this for a year. We still ain't really. We get paid for doing certain things, and we ain't getting paid regularly. I still do this for the love. I'm still happy to be here every day. So obviously, this would be the happiest place outside of, because I'm like, the only other ways I'd be happy are would be putting people in positions where they'd be really uncomfortable. Like, you ain't gonna put my son on my lap while I'm dead. Like, that'd be the worst day of his life.
Yeah.
like after being here, I like chilling with my son, playing video games and watching TV. That's not how we're doing the funeral. Like, y'all ain't gonna have my son sitting up here with me for 6 hours while y'all grieve, and he has to sit here acting like he's cool, even though he's crying. So,
oh, shit. If somebody put him on your fucking...
Like, this is what he wanted, Will. He loved you the most, so you're gonna sit here for 8 hours while we do this.
Yo, that's fucked up. Yo, take a picture with your dad. Yo.
One last time. So that's how I looked at the situation. I'm just like, yo, bro, like, if you either put me here or shit gets real weird. So
I can't handle this.
So I feel like that was the best way we ever ended the show. So y'all know, because I don't think I said before, Los Angeles Rams 48-0 against the Chargers.
Damn. No. All right. We going back to this real quick. I think the city of LA is gonna have their team Chargers get this one.
You're an asshole, but all right. So we will be back Monday with, whatever happens Sunday and our predictions for the Monday night bout in Tampa Bay with the Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we're going to see where this beef situation with MGK and Eminem goes. MGK said he's not responding for my last bit of news for y'all today. So, yeah.
No response?
Oh, and Diddy apparently is going to handle Eminem.
Oh,
That's
for
what
real?
That's what Joe Budden said.
Oh, get out of here.
Joe Budden doesn't even want to talk about it. Like, Joe Budden went on his podcast and was like, Eminem, like, I talked to Diddy. Diddy's mad. I'm not a part of this anymore. Is basically what he says. Which Joe Budden basically co-signed the idea that, yes, but Diddy hires hitmen. That's all Joe did for me was Diddy's mad and I don't want to be a part of this. So he hires hitmen. I just don't want to be a part of this. Okay. To me, Diddy is like Marvin Harrison. Like everybody knows that Marvin Harrison kills people, but we just let it slide. Serious as hell. Like I don't even like talking about the fact that we know Marvin Harrison has killed people, but we let it slide. So
no, you will. Well,
I mean, I don't live in Philly. I'm not going to Philly for like 6 months. We're cool. So again, Jay Skyline
and James over here.
Unfiltered as always. Always shout out to the man Malachi behind the board and Jay Biggs on the phone in the background. And we will see you Monday as always. It's a grandma thing. It's a grandma.